Lee, I know you're in the, you deal with a lot of shipping, a lot of logistics in your businesses. And maybe you can give a little bit of insight as to what's taking place right now as it relates to inflation in regards to freight, and giving a heads up to the audience that, may not be very sure where things are pointed as it relates to price increases.
Yeah, so I mean, presumably like the audience that we're dealing with, like contractors, they talk in jobs and materials, right? And equipment and supplies. And, it's one thing, Brian was talking about balancing logistics and, planning your year to get it done. It's another that you get there and you don't have what you need to finish it, or you've got a massive, $250,000 job that you've got to get 20 grand worth of lines striped and you can't get paint to do it. So, I mean, the way that the first is, it's a good problem to have lots of work in front of you. So be grateful for that if that's you. But the second point is, going to where Brian's going a little bit deeper into what Brian was saying. If you're looking at the logistics and you're looking at what the rest of your year looks like, you should probably be looking at what your consumables are, what equipment and tools you're going to need well in advance, and make sure that you're securing them. What people, don't really think about is that a lot of tools or components for tools or inputs for your equipment are coming from Asia, whether it's China, Japan, or one of the Asian areas. And if you need a line striper and the line striper supplier is on back order for this part, you're not getting that machine, and if you need that machine to get the job done, that's your Achilles heel, right? And your supplier and your tools, and whether it's sealer, whether it's crack sealant, whether it's line paint, or whether it's tools or equipment, if you need someone to get the job done and you don't have it, that's a problem. So, my suggestion would be, look at what you've got for the rest of the year, break it down into services, look at the tools, equipment, and kind of the critical parts that you can't do without, and make sure that you've got a plan to get those in advance.